The Ministry of Health Uganda, in partnership with UNICEF, has launched a nationwide nutrition campaign aimed at tackling malnutrition, as an estimated 2 million children across the country remain chronically undernourished. The campaign, unveiled at Ministry of Health headquarters in Kampala, seeks to promote proper child feeding practices, improve access to nutritious foods, and strengthen community awareness about the long-term effects of malnutrition.
Malnutrition is still a major public health concern here in Uganda. It's not only a health issue, it is an economic issue, a social development issue.
Health officials say the initiative will focus on the most vulnerable populations, particularly children under 5 years and pregnant and breastfeeding mothers. The program will include community outreach, nutrition education, and the distribution of supplements in high-risk areas.
Malnutrition happens in the communities. It happens in households, and therefore the need for strong community initiatives to address this malnutrition.
According to government data, 26% of children under 5 years are stunted for their age due to chronic undernutrition, while 4% are wasted. The Ministry of Health attributes this to chronic undernutrition, commonly referred to as stunting, which continues to affect children's physical growth. Representatives from UNICEF emphasized the urgency of the intervention, noting that malnutrition not only threatens children's survival but also undermines the country's future productivity. They called for collective action from communities, local leaders, and development partners to ensure the campaign's success.
UNICEF remains committed to supporting the government of Uganda to improve child nutrition outcomes. We will continue to work across sectors to strengthen food systems, promote healthy diets, and support communities to adopt improved feeding practices.
The campaign comes amid growing concern from health experts who warn that without immediate and sustained intervention, millions of Ugandan children risk facing lifelong health and developmental challenges. Officials from the Uganda Manufacturers Association UMA today appeared before the Parliamentary Budget Committee to express concern over the proposed 15% tax targeting non-profit-making businesses. The officials who appeared before the committee argued that the tax policy is punitive and could further strain businesses already grappling with high operational costs and a challenging economic environment. Led by senior UMA representatives, the delegation told lawmakers that imposing taxes on companies that are not making profits risk discouraging investment and could lead to businesses closures, job losses, and reduced productivity in the manufacturing sector.
Kale bw'ogamba nti ojja kuteekawo omusolo ku kampuni already nga tekola magoba oba oyongerako ginnyika.
Members of the Budget Committee raised questions about the broader impacts of the tax measure, with some legislators acknowledging the need to strike a balance between revenue mobilization and business sustainability.
Kyekyokubeera nti tuwa omukisa Uganda Revenue Authority egitunule mu bitabo bya buli munnamakolero oba buli kampuni yo ezuule oba mulimu ssente, kubanga omusolo bagusasulako nyingiza. Amateeka agafuga omusolo gagamba nti bw'okola amagoba lw'osasula omusolo.
Tubadde tutangaza Parliament olwaleero nti kijja kukosa ssente eziva ebweru ezituleeta wano zituyambeko, kuba ng'eggwanga tetunaweza ssente zimala oba banka zimala zetusobola okujjamu ssente ezo.
Officials from UMA urged Parliament to reconsider or amend the proposal, suggesting alternative approaches that would support struggling businesses while still enabling government to meet its revenue targets. The committee is currently scrutinizing government tax proposals as part of the national budget process, with a focus on enhancing domestic revenue while supporting private sector growth. The hearing of a case involving Mohamed Muwanga Kivumbi, a senior member of the National Unity Platform NUP, today continued at Butambala Magistrates Court. Kivumbi, who also serves as Member of Parliament for Butambala County, returned to court as proceedings resumed, drawing attention from supporters and party officials who gathered at the court premises. During the session, the prosecution presented updates on the status of investigations, while the defense team reiterated calls for a speedy trial, arguing that delays in the case continue to affect their clients' political and personal engagements.
Since it's within the prerogative of the state to do the investigations, they should be open and tell us, because, Your Worship, we are still concerned about the lopsided investigation.
Your Worship, Council is trying to direct on how investigations should be done, which I think is not proper.
Court officials indicated that the matter is still under active hearing, with additional witnesses expected to testify in subsequent sessions. The defense maintains that the charges against Kivumbi are unfounded and has expressed confidence that the court process will ultimately clear him. Security remained tight around the court as authorities monitored the proceedings to ensure order, given the political sensitivity surrounding the case. The hearing was adjourned to a later date as the court continues to examine submissions from both the prosecution and defense.
New Vision TV. Stream smart, stream New Vision.